Yeah, is it cool? Why?
Because I saw my friend and at at 8 no and at
The past
uh,
of eat is ate.
8 and 8 moros churros.
Oh, delicious.
Yes.
I love those. Yeah, moros are really, really good.
Yes, teacher.
Very good, brother. I'm very happy to hear that. Were you with your coworkers?
What, teacher?
Were you with your coworkers?
Yeah. Only one coworker have have today.
Okay.
Uh, it's a call because it's my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's very nice. Very, very good, brother. Well, let's then let's then finish the week because we have an exam tomorrow. So let's go through our practice of today. No? Let's bring it up. What about Elsie? Are you ready, girl?
Yes, teacher, I am.
Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Let's finish the week with this last topic I want to check with you. The last topic is complex adjectives and this expression that I want to check with you. Look at this. Let's read the difference between any versus no. Okay?
Any.
Any versus no. We have the incorrect conception, that any is negative. We usually think that any is negative, and that is incorrect. Okay? Technically, well, partially incorrect. Okay? Look at these examples that we have here. Can you get some milk? Can I get some chocolate biscuits? Do we have any eggs at home? Look at the difference between some and any in this case. Are these questions or affirmations?
Questions.
And when you have a question, what you need to understand is what is the difference between any versus some. So we are going to check some, any, and no. In the question, you are going to use some when you don't know. No, when you have a confirmation of existence. Okay? When you have a confirmation of existence. For example, if I know that in my house I have water, I'm going to drink some water. The water exists. I have water. It's positive existence. Right? But if you don't know if you have water or not, there is a question of existence. You say, hey, is there any water? Is there any water? So what you need to establish here is the difference between can I have some water and is there any water? The parentheses or the little letters in these conceptions is that number one, when you say some, It's because I know there is water. And in the second example, I don't know if there is water. Take a note about this. Any versus some in a question. Questions? So then, let's try to match this with an expression in English. Elsie, how do you say in English? Tendrás... ¿Me prestas un...? No, un no. No, interrogativo. ¿Hay tomates? ¿Hay tomates en la alacena? How do you say that in English?
Is there
Is there
any
any
tomatoes?
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, what is it? Any or some? Are you sure?
Any.
You are totally correct, of course. Yes, because we don't know. We are sure. No,
How can I
sorry.
say alacena?
Alacena in English is
Toros? No.
Cook bar.
Good bar?
No, the
Cook
cookboard
bar.
is different. Cookboard is different. No.
Good
We
bar?
are talking about alacena in English is the I forgot the cabinets. Cabinets. No? You don't know cabinets? Let's go to the thing. Cabinets. These are cabinets. Kitchen cabinets.
What is the difference between cabinet and good board?
Oh, the cut board is super different. The cut board is to cut onion. It's a piece of wood that you use to cut. Cut board.
Good with P.
Oh, pronunciation. Cup.
Cup
Board.
board.
Aha. Well, the cupboard is the one that is usually on top.
Mm.
You know, the cupboards are on top and the cabinets are on the bottom. You know, that's the biggest difference. I don't put my tomatoes on the cupboard.
Neither cabinet.
Neither cabinet, so probably the refrigerator, no?
Yes.
Exactly. So that would be a different thing. I would say refrigerator.
I remember when Peña Nieto said, no soy la señora de la casa.
For the kilo.
Te viste así, teacher.
Exactly. Tu premium. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't put my tomatoes. No, Elsie, I cook every day. I cook my meals every day.
Only I see that teacher don't buy it tomatoes.
I am very evident, right, in this moment. But no, I promise I cook my meals every day. No Rappi. No Rappi, no Didi Food, no Uber Eats. Until Sunday. Sunday, yes. Okay. So yes, cupboard, cabinet, and refrigerator. Right? So the first thing that we need to understand is the difference between some and any. Okay? Now the question is in the negative. The question is when you say How do you say in English? In any of the cases, how do you say, right? That's a very good question. Any input? Any idea?
There isn't.
There isn't. Okay. There isn't. Can you repeat, Caesar? We have connection problems.
Okay, there isn't any water.
There isn't any water. That is one option. Option one. But that is not the most common. The correct one should be there is, with positive, no water. The word no is equals to the word zero. No equals zero. And every time you talk about the inexistence of things, it's better to use no. That's the reason I always insist on Spanglish when you say no. Be careful because no is for quantities. No is the contrary of some. Now be careful. I'm not talking about the contrary of yes. Yes and no are very different stories. Okay, I'm talking about the opposite of some. I have some water, I have much water, and I have no water at all. So the big difference here is the application of the negative. If you analyze these two examples, you need to pay attention in the difference between a negative and a negative existence. You see the difference? Number one is the concept not, and number two is the concept no. Questions?
For the first question, it is valid.
For the first question is valid.
Respond with the verb is, even if we are using can.
Ah, yes, of course. Yeah, because it will be. The problem is that you cannot drink water or not. The problem is that there is no water. So imagine you say, "Can I drink some water?" And then I tell you, "No, you can't." I'm sorry, you know. That's a very different story. Like we in the school they say, if the question is can, you respond with can, no? That's elementary English. In a normal conversation, it depends. Then, with this information, let's learn the difference between any and no. We are going to see three different points, okay? Three different points for any and one application for no. Okay? Let's go. number 1. Benji, read the first section that we have here. Hello, brother. Good night.
Okay, any doesn't exist in Spanish. You can consider it the opposite of some. Number 1, for negative existence, I don't have any money. Common mistakes. Remember that any is not considered negative. Any expresses the possibility of existence of something. There is any sugar. This is the mistake. The correct form is there isn't any sugar.
Okay, so let's talk about negative existence. That's it, brother. Thank you very much. I don't have any money means that there is no money. It's the same. I don't have any money is equals to say I have no money. Technically, it's very, very similar. So the difference between the two is observing the construction of the sentence. The auxiliary in the first example is negative. I don't have. Or the action in the first example is negative. And in the second example is positive. You see? If you say, I don't have no money, this is redundant. It's double negative. And negative is positive. So I don't have no money equals I have money, you know? Be careful with the double negative in English. In English, double negative is very, very common. So note number 1, when you have any, use the negative. When you use no, use the positive. Got it? Positive verb, negative verb. Positive verb, negative verb. So tell me, construct the same idea, okay? Caesar, how do you say ya no hay café in English?
Okay. There,
Ya no hay café in English.
there isn't any coffee.
Perfect. There isn't any coffee. That is option number 1. Option number 2.
There is no coffee.
There is no coffee. Exactly. That's it. Take a note about that. Right? Super important for this speech. If you say there is any sugar, your sentence is not a pleonasm, is contradictory because is positive and any is negative. So here we have a problem. Right? Always use the verb in negative when you use negative existence. Now, for affirmations, it's a different story. Help me, Elsie, with number 2.
For affirmations, similar to whichever, all the options are the same.
Sorry.
No, teacher.
Sorry. Here it is.
All the oceans are the same. Any of these fields will help you.
Pronunciation. What is the pronunciation? This is singular. Plural.
This,
These, exactly. One more time.
any of these fields will help you.
Whichever. All the options are the same. Which pill should I take for my headache? Well, a headache can be done with tempra, with paracetamol, with stress, it doesn't matter. It's the same. Any of these pills will help you. Right? Can you think about another situation where you use any?
Any of those cars are beautiful for me.
Exactly. It can be this and this and this and that, whichever is beautiful for me. Imaginary situation, I would buy any electric car. I don't care about the brand. It needs to be electric.
In affirmations, after of any,
Eliminate of after any.
after any comes off every time.
Ah, okay. Any of these. Most of the times, the most of the times. Any car.
Do you have any example without off?
Off. I would buy any glass of any cup of coffee for me is good. Any cup of coffee? No, that sounds strange. Choose any restaurant and we will go. You see? Choose any restaurant and we will go. Technically, that's it's similar to say any of the restaurants. Okay, I have a I have a theory. When you say any of these pills, you have a pre-modifier and a noun. But if you have only the noun, you don't need of. Choose any toy. It's your birthday. Look at the second example, and you don't have article the, indicative this, that, those, you know. But if I use the article them, I can say, for example, take me to any of the cinemas we have visited. In this case, there is an article. So it depends on the second word. If the second word is alone, don't use of. If the second word has a pre-modifier, use of. To be more specific. It was a complicated question. I hope you understood. You get it? Okay. Okay. So that's the one. Finally, number 3, 4 questions, Caesar.
For question about existence,
Right.
are there any eggs in the refrigerator?
Mhm.
Do we have any sugar?
That's right. When you don't know, you use any. Easy as that. So what about some? Some is used in questions when we are talking about when we are super sure. Usually with auxiliary can, no? Usually with, if you have, do you have? Never use some. If you are not sure, use any. If you are not sure of the existence, always, always, always use any. So take a note on this observation. I don't have any meetings this morning. I have no meetings in this morning. We have the same idea, but never use some in a question of existence. That's the main information. If you use some, it's incorrect. That's pretty much it. So, let's practice. We have the negative for no. Never use no in a negative sentence, right? Always using it in a positive expression. Let's take this into practice.
Sure.
Yes, Benji. Or Caesar?
Maybe.
Okay, Caesar.
Why you said us the never use some in a question of existence, but you said us the
You
uh,
told us.
you told us the example for I know the existence, the thing. The previous example, I know have some water in my house, and you answer me the um,
There is no water.
some no hold the example for water with
Exactly.
you.
You need to take care of the example because one example was about existence and the other was can I have?
Yeah, but it's existence, no?
No, no, no. This is a petition. Please give me.
Okay, yeah. I'm confused because I know that you have water in your house.
Aha, that's the reason you use some. I know that there is water, so you say can I have some water?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
If I don't know if there is water, you use the second.
Okay, it's only for petition or
Or affirmations.
yeah,
Mhm.
but never for existence.
Never for existence. Never, never,
Because
never.
because I know you have some water.
Exactly. I know that you have water, then I can use some.
Okay.
All right? That's the biggest note in this case. Then, with this information, we are going to take the correct expression. We have this exercise, we have 5 different questions. You need to tell me the correct quantifier according to the context. Okay? Let's start with number 1, Elsie. You need to choose 2 options in the number 1.
Mm, okay. We are really busy now. I have no time to spend with my family.
Okay.
We are really busy now. Oh, I have ah, you? I have few time to spend with my family.
The first one is correct,
Oh,
but incorrect few, because few is countable and time is uncountable.
yes.
So the
Mm.
correct one is little. I know, this is tricky. Remember, little is for uncountable, few is for countable. Few cups, few cell phones, few moments, but little time, little coffee, little sugar. Mhm. Good. Number two, Caesar.
Okay. Two options. No?
In this case, only one.
Yeah, okay. There was very space left to park. There was very little space left to park.
You are correct. Space is uncountable. So you need to use little. And we never say very much space. Never. So letter C. Very much is when you describe an action. When you say, I love you very much. In that case, yes. But if you describe a noun, you never use very much. Never. Okay? Number three, Benji.
Okay. Okay. Have you got anything to read? Yes, I have. A few magazines.
You are totally correct. Magazines are countable.
Are countable. Yes.
The other two are for uncountable. Good.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
Sorry. A bit of is similar to a few.
I know a bit is similar to a little.
Okay.
Uncountable.
Okay.
A bit of sugar, a bit of coffee. Uncountable.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Number four, Elsie. Again, two options.
People eat a lot of cheese in this country.
You are
In
correct.
this country.
This
Um,
country is this.
People eat much cheese in this country.
I have a question because cheese is uncountable, but plenty of is possible too.
Teacher, not much is for actions.
And for uncountable things too. For example, how much sugar do you want? You see?
Yes.
Quantity. So in this case, cheese is uncountable. People eat much cheese in this country. People eat a lot of cheese in this country. People eat plenty of cheese in this country. The three are correct. Oh my god. I have a problem. Are you familiar with plenty of?
No.
Okay. Plenty. A large amount. As much or as many as you need. Is similar to much, you see? So plenty of eggs, plenty of money, plenty of time is similar to say much eggs, no many eggs, much money, and much time. I have a problem. A lot of cheese. Much cheese, plenty of cheese. Okay, probably the correct option is a lot of and much, because plenty is when you need. And you don't need cheese. You know, it's not. But who knows? For the quesadillas, Mr. Of course. Well, for very logic dictionary reasons, I will say that LC is correct. Okay, a lot of and much. In a moment, we check what was the correct one.
There was a example with milk,
Exactly.
and also we don't need milk.
Because, well, we don't need milk in this case because probably I went to the supermarket yesterday. That's the reason. Is like, do we need more milk? Probably I am in the supermarket in this moment, and we say, no, don't worry, there is plenty in the fridge. So it's not a basic, it's not because it's a necessity, it's because you have enough. That's the reason. Yeah, plenty of is similar to enough. So let's use A and B. Okay. The last one, Caesar.
Okay. Mm, if somebody see you, nobody saw me.
Somebody, nobody. Oh, brother, that's incorrect. The second is correct. Nobody saw me. Because you know that the negative is always no. But in this case, you don't know the existence of a person who saw.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You see? It's
Yes.
exactly the same example. Some versus any.
Yeah, the key is the first. Some or any.
Exactly. That's the key. Let's go to the next. Benji, number 6.
Mm, mm, okay. I always put a lot salt in my food.
That is incorrect, brother. You know why? When you say a lot, you need connector off. I always put
Okay.
a lot of salt. The connector was necessary in this case. Another option?
In this case, is the correct answer is plenty of, because half of.
Well, that's one reason, but the other reason is plenty is similar to enough. Okay? Much salt is too much. I don't like it. A lot is incomplete, and plenty of is similar to enough.
Okay.
Take a note about this one, man. But very, very good. That's right. Number 7, Elsie.
Did you did you like my present? Yes. I use it a lot. A lot. A lot.
I use
No, yes, a lot.
we have a lot or a lot of.
Hey,
We have an A. You are correct. That's right. Why? Because similar to what would happen to Benji, the connector of is when you precisely you connect the object. In this case, there is no connection to nothing. Only I use it a lot. That's it. Do you see the difference between these two, Benji? A lot and a lot of?
Mm, yeah, I think when we use a lot of, it's because of is like connector, you know.
Aha, exactly.
Without of, we don't use a connector.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So you will
Okay,
say, I like the movie a lot,
a lot, not a lot of,
not a
only
lot
a lot.
of. Exactly. That's
Okay,
correct.
yeah.
Good. Good, good. This is a very common mistake in this level. Take a note, guys. Caesar, number 8. Two correct options.
My daughter has a lot of toys. No, yes, a lot of toys and plenty of.
Very good. You are totally correct. Why not lots?
Um, the first one because have a S, but
But it exists.
okay. And the second one is for of.
Aha. The second one is correct. Exists a lot of, but also exist lots of.
How use lots?
The same. Lots of toys. There's no difference. You know, the only difference is exactly the connector. You need a connector in this case.
Okay,
But remember, exist a lot of and exist lots of. The two exist. There's no.
but why the S?
Because lot is a noun
Yeah, okay.
and it's a countable noun. One lot and two lots and three
Lots.
lots.
Yeah, the correct use for lots is my daughter has lots of toys.
Exactly. The
Okay.
connector is so important. Good job. Good job. Number 9. Elsie.
I asked a few questions, but they didn't give me any answers.
You are correct. Didn't is a negative auxiliary, so you need any. If you have the positive verb, you need no. Good job. Benji, number 10.
Mm, do you have some jokes to tell us? Yes, a little.
That is incorrect, brother, because it's exactly the lesson. The question some is never for existence. Never use some when you don't know. about the existence. The first option is necessary to be any.
But okay, but in you show us example, no, with have plus some.
Ah, okay, but if you use have plus some, it's because you have auxiliary can, and it's a different thing.
Ah, can
When you say
you
can, is because you are sure about the existence. Can you please get some milk?
okay? When we use can, is possible use some only
You need
with
to
can.
understand the sentence. It's not only can, is it you need to be sure. If you are sure about the existence, use some. If you are
Okay.
not sure about the existence, use any.
Yeah.
In this case, we are not sure if the person has jokes or not.
Okay.
That's
In
the
this
reason.
case, the correct answer is B.
Any and a few, exactly. That's correct.
Okay.
Do you have any jokes to tell us? Yes, a few. A few jokes. That
Okay.
is correct. My people, look at this. 100%. Let's go. I was very worried about this one, for example. People eat much cheese in this country. We can use a lot of, lots of, and plenty of before both countable and uncountable nouns to mean a large quantity. We don't normally use much in affirmative sentences. People eat much cheese. Okay. Except in expressions too much and so much. Like Caesar said, much is used for actions, or when you say too much. That's the reason this was incorrect.
Much for verbs and too much for nouns.
For nouns, exactly. But it's together too much.
Is negative expressions.
No, it's like excessive. When you say, you shouldn't drink too much soda, right? So you shouldn't drink excessive amounts of soda. That's the difference between, that's why it sounds very strange. If you say people eat much cheese, it sounds weird. Tricky, no? That's very, very tricky. The rest are correct. No problem with the rest. But this exercise is tricky. Oh, yes.
Finish the exam.
Finish the exam. Oh, no, the exam is tomorrow. This is not the exam. This is an exam simulation. But very good, my people. Let's use our conversation. Okay? Do you want to play a game?
Yes.
Let's go. We're gonna do this, okay? Check this out. I'm going to give you, each one of you, you are going to select one person in this board, okay? You need to select one, but don't tell us. Don't tell us which one it is. It's going to be only one person. Everybody will ask this person. The person who gets it gets the win. So let's say I start, I select my person, and then Cesar asks me a question, Elsie asks me a question, Benji asks me a question until we get the person that I select. Okay?
Okay.
Super important, you need to tell me which persons to flip. Flip. To turn over into a different position. Flip. Okay? So let's start. I have my person in my mind. You need to use adjectives in the correct position to tell me your questions. And remember, questions with perfect structure. Number one, ladies first. Elsie.
Is the person a woman?
Is the person a woman? Excellent question. Yes, she is a
Yes.
woman.
So, Flip, Zac Efron, Joan Sebastian, David
Let me.
Beckham,
How
Bad
do you?
Bunny,
Perfect. Let me check what happened. How do I?
Vicente.
Ah, yes.
Ah,
You said Vicente.
David Beckham,
Beckham.
Lionel Messi, Dwayne Johnson, Bad Bunny, and Vin Diesel.
Good. Excellent. Next question, Caesar.
Okay, this person are young.
Is it a question or an affirmation?
Question: Are there person
There, but there is for
are
existence.
this? Are
Okay,
they
close. Is it plural or singular?
singular?
What is R in singular?
Not no
R in singular?
no. She are no. Sorry. Is she?
Ah, excellent. Is this person or is she? The two options are correct.
Is she young?
Is she young? Yes, she is.
Okay, Flip, Beyonce, Rihanna, Shakira, and Britney Spears. Avril Lavigne, yeah.
Avril Lavigne. Okay. Interesting.
And Emma.
Emma?
Emma Stone is
Emma
not
Stone.
young.
Emma Watson or Emma Stone?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone? Isn't she young?
No,
Okay.
It's beautiful, but not young.
But not young. Well, that's it.
It's old.
Jesus Christ, Benji.
Ancient.
Ancient, oh my god. Benji, Jesus Christ. Okay, well. That's very interesting. The next one, Benji.
Okay. No.
Ancient. Very bad, Benji.
No. Ay. How do you say? Okay. Is she black haired?
Excellent. Pronunciation. How do you pronounce this organ?
Go. Black haired?
Kinda. Look.
Hair?
Exactly.
hair,
So with the ed, heard.
Heard. Okay.
Heard.
Okay. And
Repeat your
so,
question.
is she black haired?
Excellent question. Answer, she is not black haired.
Okay. In this case, we can flip Olivia Rodrigo
Very good.
and Selena Gomez.
Okay. Very good. So we have the last shot. Good job, Benji. Let's go, Elsie.
Is Taylor Swift?
Is Taylor Swift compliment?
huh?
Is Taylor Swift what? Is Taylor Swift happy? Is Taylor Swift crazy?
No, it's an affirmation.
Oh, so you need to switch person verb complement.
Oh. She is Taylor Swift.
She is Taylor Swift. Excellent question. Well, excellent affirmation. You are totally incorrect. It's not Taylor
Emma
Swift.
Watson don't have blonde hair. Black hair.
But I never said she was blonde.
He,
Right?
he asked for brown hair.
No, he asked for black hair, right, Benji?
Black.
Oh my god, my person was my wife, Emma Watson. I am sorry, my people. You in this case, there's no point for nobody. Just go and let's restore everyone. Okay? Select your person. Elsie. Where we go? How do I fix this? There.
Ready.
Ready. Question number 1. Mr. Caesar. Ask a question, Caesar.
Okay. The person that you think, who's you think
That
is
or who is the same.
okay.
But
That person,
check your time. Think every day.
no, thinking.
Incomplete.
The person who you thinking.
Incomplete. Thinking needs something else.
The person who's
Whoa.
no.
What is necessary for INGs?
Verb be.
Exactly. Verb be for you.
Are
Exactly. Complete idea.
a person who's you're thinking.
Okay. Now, why did you use whose? Whose is for possessive possession.
Who? Only who?
Exactly.
The
One more time.
the person who you're thinking is a man.
Good. Now, is it question or affirmation?
Question.
Position of the verb.
The person who
Position of the verb.
yeah. Okay.
What is necessary in the question first?
Are
Close. What verb to be did you say the last time?
is
You start with this.
okay. Is man the
Switch. Look, focus on the question. First, you need an auxiliary,
yes.
and then the person. In the question, you switch the verb to be and the person.
Are you
But why
thinking?
are?
I don't understand because I have two sentences.
Exactly. So what is your principal verb?
Thinking.
Exactly. Incomplete.
Are thinking.
Who
You are thinking.
you are thinking.
You are thinking in a.
Okay. Wait, no. Then thinking is not the principal verb. The principal verb is the one for the description. The description is a man,
Yes.
right? What is the verb to be corresponding to this description?
Is.
Is. That's the first word.
Yeah. Is a man.
The first word. Go to the first. Switch everything.
You are. You are thinking.
No. The verb is.
Yes.
The verb is. Now switch in the complete idea.
The person.
This is the person.
Yeah.
Before the person, you need an auxiliary.
Oh, okay. Is a person.
Is the person, exactly.
Is a person who you're thinking a man.
Perfect. Take a note. Take a note because these are very, very basic formulas. The verb to be inverted.
Okay.
Is the person who you are thinking a man?
Not really.
Not really. So possibly this.
Yeah.
Not really?
Exactly. It's like,
What?
so the person is possibly
John Sebastian Close.
50-50. Exactly. Yes, Sebastian close. So we eliminate.
Eliminate the woman Rihanna, Watson, Britney Spears, Olivia Rodrigo, Beyonce, Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift.
But you said she said
I
already.
know, yeah. Okay, no, yeah. Eliminate the man, not the woman.
Ah. Very
Okay.
confused. If she
Eliminate
said
the,
not really.
yeah, not really. Okay, eliminate the man.
The man is gay or the girl is lesbian?
Wait. Jesus Christ, Benji, you try, don't drink Red Bull before the class. You have too much battery today. So let's okay, one more time. Caesar, we flip the men or the women?
Flip the man.
Flip the man. I agree with you. Yeah, because she said not really. So that I got confused too. Okay, there we have it. Perfect.
Is it incorrect? Respond not really?
No, it's correct. It's correct. But we got super confused because we were thinking in the formula and we were thinking in the grammar. So I honestly got confused. Yeah. So let's go now to Benji. Ask a question, brother.
Okay. Is she a singer?
Great question.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. So who do we flip, Benji?
Okay. I guess flip Emma Watson. Oops, Emma Stone. Mm, I don't know Olivia Rodrigo, but igual. Two.
Nobody
flip.
knows. Yeah, whoever.
Tenemos. Oops,
That's it.
that is.
Okay, very good.
So,
Caesar, your turn.
Okay. Is she
Question,
uh
question.
what teacher?
Question, question, formula.
Is she?
Okay, much better.
Well, I said is she.
Now you said it is.
No.
Okay, well, it's she. Okay, I,
Is
I, I, I forgive you.
is she um brown skinned?
Ah, good question. Oh, we have a controversy.
She hasn't brown skin.
Oh, brown skin is not something that you possess. It's something that you are. So you need the verb for description. What is the verb for description?
She is not brown skin.
She is not brown skin. Good answer. Good answer. So then Caesar,
Okay, flip Rihanna and Beyonce.
Liliana, and Williams. Good. Okay. Benji.
mm, oops. Mhm. Um, Is she younger?
Are you comparing?
Is she a young? Sorry.
Good. And young is not countable. It's a description. Eliminate. Ah.
Is she young?
I think that she is young.
Oh.
Um, and then we can flip Britney Spears,
Okay.
Shakira,
Okay.
Avril Lavigne.
Okay. Let me get these two. So there is only one possible question here. Caesar, this is your point.
Hmm. Is she blonde haired?
Excellent pronunciation.
She isn't.
Damn.
Okay, is she's Selena Gomez?
Yes.
Let's go. Selena Gomez was the correct one. I agree with it. Good job. Good job, guys. I think your guess, Elsie, was super premeditated on the previous one because you were not sure about the hair on the previous one.
For me, Selena Gomez has brown, no, is brown hair
Yes,
in,
of course.
in the las puntas.
How do you say that?
Yes.
The edges. Well, kind of. How do you call that? Let me check it. How do you
And
call?
her,
I think it's the ends.
the ends.
How do you call the last part of, or the last portion of hair? No, but we have the follicle. That's not the one I know. We need. What portion of the hair that lies in the skin called in the rose hair amounts of hair? Here, here. We think the short strain tendril that stresses tuft. Wow, that's a lot of vocabulary. I don't know. A large amount of long hair that hangs out. Tumble. Probably the word is tumble. That's it. A large amount of long hair that hangs down. So she's brown haired in the tumbles. That was new vocabulary for me too. All right. Very good. Very, very nice. Let's go one more time. Now select your person. Caesar.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Question number 1. Benji.
Okay, the the character that you selected is a man.
Start with the verb to be. It's a question.
Uh, hmm,
Similar to Caesar's example. It's first auxiliary and then the rest.
is the character
Exactly. Exactly.
is
Continue.
the character that you selected a man?
Good. Remember, man is plural, eh?
Okay, a man.
Singular, a man. Exactly.
Okay, is the character that you selected a man?
Excellent.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. So who do we flip, Benji?
Okay, flip the Emma Stone, Avril Lavigne, Taylor Swift, Rihanna, Selena Gomez, Shakira, Olivia Rodrigo, Britney Spears, Emma Stone, and Beyoncé.
That's it. Elsie.
Is the person a singer?
No, he isn't.
Flip David Beckham, Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson. No.
He said he
Ah,
is.
yeah. No, sorry. Dwayne Johnson, no.
Okay.
Vicente, no es cierto. No, Vicente Fernández.
Okay.
And Joan Sebastian.
Okay.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. And what about this guy?
Oh, sorry.
Right? There was another guy here, no?
Beckham.
David Beckham. I don't remember here. I know this is Beyonce.
And Zac Efron.
Did we flip Zac Efron?
Yes, he is a singer and an actor.
Is Zac Efron a singer? Ah, yes, he's a singer. It's High School Musical.
That is the music.
Of course, of course.
And Flip Christian Nodal. He's a singer, Mexican singer.
There we have it. Okay. All right. I hope that we didn't cover the correct one because I flipped too many people in this one. Let's go to the next one. Benji.
Yeah, okay. Is a man uh, an actor?
Yes, he is.
Okay, in this case, flip to Lionel Messi and David Beckham.
All right. Elsie, your turn.
Oh, are similar.
Yes, they are very similar.
In this photo,
It's the same outfit.
has the person bird?
Okay, all right. Oh, just a second, just a second. Has the person is Formula 5 for verbs in past participle. What is the correct formula for the verb have, not the auxiliary?
I don't get it, teacher.
If you say have you, this is a question for recent past, Formula 5. But Formula 5 needs a verb in past participle. Have you seen? Have you gone? Have you visited? Your question is not Formula 5. Your question is for a normal verb, verb in present.
Has?
The verb. But the question, what is the auxiliary for verbs in present?
Yes.
Right?
In this photo, does
Exactly.
have
Who?
does the person
Uh-huh.
have
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure about the pronunciation. Bird?
Bird is different. Bird is the animal.
Oh,
The pronunciation for this is
Beard.
the- does the person have bird
here.
in this
Here.
photo?
Pronunciation.
Bird?
Here.
Ah.
You are pronouncing bird. This is a bird.
Bird?
Bird.
Exactly.
Bird.
This is a bird.
Oh,
And this is a ear.
Beard.
bird.
Beard.
Does the person have bird?
Bird.
Bird.
Beard. Exactly.
In this photo?
Yes, he had a
Mm,
beard in this
Repeat,
photo.
Caesar. He what?
He had a beard.
Past
Beard.
yesterday?
No, he have.
I have. You have. But
He,
she
he
is.
has.
Has. Exactly.
Yes, he has a beard in this photo.
So, Elsie, do you have a choice?
The two
Dwayne,
persons have.
Taylor Swift.
Dwayne Johnson?
Dwayne Johnson. This is the person of Caesar. Well, yes, very good selection, Caesar. He is
The
my guy.
hairless person.
The Rock.
Exactly. The most handsome person in this world.
The hairless rock.
The hairless rock. Daddy rock. Right? Yes. Very good, guys. There you have it. Good job. Excellent practice. Practice your questions. We have a lot of issues with the question formulas. The auxiliary do and does. Auxiliary have is super different. And the verb to be, guys. The verb to be at the beginning. Oh, be careful with this question.
For the
Very
other,
good, guys.
Mister?
Exactly. It's Mr. What?
For tomorrow, we have 3 videos.
Oh, great question. Okay. Videos for the exam.
Yes.
Number 1, it is the one of the cheapskate.
Surprise, teacher, surprise.
Surprise, exactly. Random.
Don't hold my baby.
Don't
The
hold my baby, exactly, with the girl.
from
Oh,
Silking. And the girl from Helsinki.
this one, Meet Blake and Jasmine. But Blake and Jasmine was a previous evaluation, no?
I don't
Yes.
remember.
Yeah, Blake and Jasmine was the last one. Don't worry about this. We're gonna use
Only baby and dress, no? The
the
wedding.
dress. Mhm.
Only baby. Oh.
Black dress.
The black dress. The rock star princess.
Okay. Mm.
Stunning black wedding gown. Extreme cheapskate. And Paola. Paola, the
And,
protective.
and which are the topics?
Which are the topics? Topic number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Topic number 1.
I remember adjectives and the
Precisely.
order.
We are going to talk about number 1. Before that, we need to continue with nouns because we saw some exceptions. Okay? Exceptions for plural nouns.
Oh,
Okay? Remember that it's not datas, it's data and data.
mm-hmm.
Plural nouns, exceptions. Number 2, indefinite pronouns. We saw the words anybody, anyone, anything, everybody, nobody, somebody. All of this, the correct application of indefinite pronouns, the correct application of all this. Remember that it's singular. You need the verb to be, the corresponding verb to be, etc. All this information was, I think I gave you the screenshot. This was a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The second topic and the third topic
Mm-hmm.
was articles. When it's not necessary to use an article.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And then after that, adjectives. The correct position of adjectives, order of adjectives, composed complex adjectives with hyphen, adjectives to describe a person, to describe the qualities of a person, age, 21-year-old, 24-year-old, etc. And the order.
Okay.
And ready. Those are the topics. I'm going to pass you all this information on WhatsApp so you can have it. Good that you took notes.
Mm-hmm.
And we finished for today.
Thank you, teacher.
Right?
Thank you.
Good job, my people.
See
Have a
you.
good
Bye.
night. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. See you.
Bye, guys.